And we're up and going.
What do we need done? Do we need riffing or anything done?
I believe we were going to be, I have to look back in the chat, I think planting corn for silage in 15?
Trent, are you serious, dude? Alright, well, I'll jump in this tractor and give her, I guess.
And coming.
You said 15, Zach?
I believe so, field 15.
Okay.
Yep, there it is. Planting field 15 to corn. And for those of you watching the stream, you're now able to see the loading screen. Rusty Gaming says hi.
What's the dog?
Pretty sure, there it is.
Who wants the disc and who wants the seed?
Alright, had to log in as an admin quick there.
Where are the seed bins? Or the seeders?
Looks like Matthew's got one of them. I don't know what it is about this farmyard, but it's really laggy.
It is. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, holy mackerel, dude.
Need to find a new place to park all the equipment.
I don't know what's in the shop, but wow.
Probably all the rest of our equipment.
Oh, I found a seed bin. Okay, here we go. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Ryan.
How many beers have you had so far?
I'm on one, maybe getting a second in a bit.
No. Holy man, dude.
Wait, we're doing... Wait, which one are we disking?
16.
Oh, 16.
Let's get some GPS going here. Rotate you. Oh, Zach, I changed breeders' brands up too.
You do what?
I changed the beer brand up too.
Oh? You're not drinking the Schliemann?
No, it wasn't even. I went to Bud Light, then I went to Old Milwaukee.
Hmm.
You know those huge cans of Milwaukee?
Oh, the 24 ounce?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Wow. Now see, I don't know if this is stream approved being alcohol, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Just don't overdo it, kids.
I think better things.
Just don't get drunk for the fun of it.
What, Zach?
Oh, yeah. Let me get this started going in the field first. No, a while back, had a 24 ounce of cores. I had a hard time finishing that before it got warm. And while that's unfolding, I'll get the link posted.
I did this dumb. Who's seating behind me here?
I am.
Don't start seating yet. Go to the orange. Do you see the orange line on the edge of 50?
Yeah.
We'll do side by side. Just do pairs up and down there. I don't know why I did it this way.
Okay, where do you want
to, when you set up the GPS, copy it from the next tractor, because we've got the multiple angle on, and that will allow you to fine set the angle.
Yes, I do need fertilizer.
Yeah.
Fine set. What?
Fertilizer.
Like, it doesn't go in 45 degrees, it goes in like 2 or 3 degrees. It's really hard to get lined up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's why I suggested copying from the next guy.
Oh, I'm just gonna set this out. Then you can copy my line if you want.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, come over to where I am, man. What? I gotta go for dinner, so I'm just gonna park this thing up and come back and start.
Okay, we got that posted. Zachary I'm sorry, I might ruin this name.
Please do, Zach. Okay, I'll be
Gilfillan.
back. I'm just gonna park the tractor in the field here.
Alright. He asks if we collect farm diecast, or diecast. I can't even get a simple word right. So, anyone collect diecast?
I've got a few of them, but not like full on collect anything.
I gotta say, I do collect a decent amount of diecast. 164 scale myself. Oh. I didn't realize there was another tractor going. Thought we were doing a lap or two around.
Well, I came back so you get out of line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
That's weird. It wasn't even disc cut here. It looked like you just drove through it.
Yeah, I noticed that. And I don't know if it's this equipment or if it's just the map. Oh, looks like we got Chris in the live chat.
I am lagging unbelievably bad.
I noticed it's not doing great on my end either. Trying to be careful with where I'm going here because I'm set up to create a new edge. Soon, yep, there it is. I notice it likes to be quite jerky with where I've been.
Yeah, like the tractor's just sliding all over the field. I can't keep a straight line even with GPS.
How's your ping doing?
Mid-30s.
Better than me. I'm
I
at
mean,
about 60.
I'm getting full 40 to 60 frames too, so I'm not lagging, but it's just, for some reason, it's really bad in game.
Oh, Chris is threatening the little kitties. It's got the band hammer. Chris, what are you doing? Get in chat. The TeamSpeak. Trent says, what are the kitties doing? Not a whole lot right now. They're behaving themselves pretty well. I feel like I need to get an actual headset instead of a microphone on a boom. I'll make the field a little bit bigger here. You know what I just noticed is where it's lagging out looks like like when you're in Giant's editor. How you've got the squares that you can set the ground, what do you call that, terrain texture? It looks like it's following along in those squares. I don't know if that means anything. Like the delay in ground texture. Hey Cummins, how you doing? Oh, Chris says his TeamSpeak is broken, so he had to uninstall it, and he'll reinstall when it's done. Party pooper. Don't you have like a backup device?
Alright, guys.
Welcome back. Did you bring me a beer?
Yeah, I did. I'll drop box it for you.
Awesome.
It might be a little warm. Sorry, Zach.
Aww.
Hey, Matthew, are you over here?
Yes, I am. I'm on my second pass right now.
I'm only on my first, okay? Did you copy my line I'm using?
Yeah, I tried to. I was lagging so bad, I'm not sure if it's a straight line or not. But...
Are you having any lag spikes, Ryan?
User joined your channel.
A few.
Hello.
Yeah, I didn't lose any of my admin powers or anything. I was thinking
that could be
to
fixed.
install it.
Welcome to the
reinstalled
live
it,
stream, Chris.
Broke it. Yeah, so I'm just
Hey,
starting to lose
easy.
my admin stuff.
Welcome
I don't
to
know
the
what it
live
was,
stream,
but I'd launch
Christopher.
TeamSpeak and it would start, but I couldn't see it on my screen. I couldn't do anything with it, and it just kept doing that over and over again. So I just uninstalled it, reinstalled it. Now it seems to work.
Did you really? Did you give it? Did you give the competitor? Your
Okay,
card
okay.
too?
Lay off the alcohol, my friend. Your speech is getting a little flurred.
You're talking in cursive, and not a lot of people can read that anymore.
I've had the equivalent of 2 so far, so.
You know, I wonder if we just merge field 16 and 17, because there's a good spot right here I can do that. But 17 is the biggest field, I think, so that would make it way bigger. Take that back, not the biggest. One of the biggest.
I don't know. I think that would make it a pain in the butt, because then, what if we want to split those up between 2 different crops?
You still can't.
Plant a strip of grass.
The only time that I do that, where I merge fields, is if it's, for example, like 2 really small fields.
Did we ask what you do in your personal life?
No, but I figured you'd be interested in my opinion.
Not
We
really.
are. Ryan isn't, but that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
What are you up
Thanks,
to, Ryan?
Zach.
You're welcome.
Hey, Tips.
Really, Chris? You've never taken a really big field and planted 2 different crops in it?
Sometimes I've split them up, but actually what I'll do is I'll take like a grain drill and I'll split them up with a grass patch. It makes it
Yeah, so I
easier
was
for
just
turning
gonna
around
say.
and hired worker.
Yeah, see? We could do something like that. Then we'd have optics.
But there's already
could
a
have
grass
obstacles
strip
in the
there,
field.
Zach.
What?
Well, you could, if you're gonna do that, I'd just disc around in between the trees and then just leave the tree lines there, because otherwise,
No.
Well, I don't know. Are those cuttable trees?
I think so?
Well, one of these days we'll just have to get it on the server with a pickup truck and then guy with a chainsaw and just go to flipping town.
Yeah, fall the trees on the pickup. Good idea.
No, you have the pickup. See, you can use the chainsaw and cut the firewood up and throw it in the back of the pickup. I've done that before in single player. Like when I cut down trees and shit,
Yeah.
I'll go out there. I'll literally hop in I've got on my save game, I've got like a 1967 F100. I'll literally take that out and go to the tree that I'm going to cut down, and I'll cut that up into about firewood length, and I'll load it in the back of the pickup truck.
I'm kind of sorry, Chris. Do you really expect us to use that much time on the server? I don't even think I have
do it. Maybe I could go do it.
attention span.
Alright, Chris volunteered. He's doing it.
Yeah. We'll just sit back and drink beer while Chris works.
That sounds like my liking.
We have a pickup truck on the server that has proper bed collision and a tailgate that works.
Dude, where are
That's
you
offensive.
seating? I am so lost.
Used.
Oh
Ryan,
my lord.
Ryan, what did you do? That is not
He
a
broke
proper
it.
place to stick it. An electrical socket is not a proper place to stick it in.
Sorry.
No, seriously, what'd you do? Or what are you missing?
No, I'm
or
just trying to figure out what Matthew's doing. Trying to pick up his next.
Oh, I'm just following my previous pass.
I can tell. Uh-oh. Trent's bringing down a hammer.
what? Okay. Sorry.
That kind
We
of
shall
crossed the
keep
line.
this- We'll keep this rated PG.
Can we
you.
bump it up to M or something?
Dingus, dang it! Mother clucker.
Well, we
Son of a
might. We
Hey, I
might
used to
be
use that
able
one a
to.
lot in school.
We might be
Pissed
able to
off.
get away with a PG-13 rating. That sounds about normal for YouTube.
I thought you say that sounds about normal for you two, and I'm like,
Well, I was watching a guy who was live streaming tonight talking about. Well, I probably can't talk about it in here because I'll get in trouble. But I can explain. Oh wait, will they see it if I? Will they see it on the chat if I type it here in the thing?
Yeah.
yeah, because it'll
Oh.
pop up on Zach's.
Well.
I've
Okay.
got-
Well, I'll
I've
tell
got
you guys
Overwatch
later. I'll tell you guys later. It's
Or, excuse
it's a
me,
little
over
disturbing.
wolf.
It's a little disturbing. So, but yeah, I've heard people talk about that kind of stuff on YouTube and not get in trouble. So I think we should be okay.
Dude, we just need to get straight, because these lines that we're doing right now are not straight.
Yeah, I had GPS going, and of course my cedar is bigger, so it's gonna mess it up a little bit.
Could we just buy 2 normal sized cedars that one is different than the other? Or are we gonna play the I'm broke game?
Huh.
Or should I just go to
That's
the other
funny.
side of the field and start meeting
I'd
them?
say the other side of the field, because this is just gonna piss me off. Then again, what doesn't piss me off?
Popcorn and beer.
Okay, yeah, the popcorn pisses me off, the beer doesn't.
How does the popcorn piss you off?
Because it gets stuck in my teeth, okay?
It blows up in the microwave.
You know,
Now
you
that-
can take actual field corn and get it hot enough in order to pop it like popcorn.
Do you think, Chris? Wow. I'm irking so bad he can't say what he wants.
Just saying. We had a grain dryer fire one time, and it actually got hot enough it made the corn into popcorn. Actually, didn't
Fire's
taste half
over,
bad.
boys. We're making popcorn.
It actually did. Well, my grandpa was drying a load of corn, and I don't remember what happened, but it's something. I think there was just too much chaff in it or something, and it caught fire, and the grain dryer burnt up. But when we opened it up, it was like literally like the biggest popcorn popper you'd ever seen. Like the entire thing was just full of like burnt popcorn. It didn't taste half bad. It didn't taste half good either, but
Wrong button.
that row raggy.
Doggone it. Creator control Shift G needs to be changed. I keep
Oh.
screwing up when I go to type and I start with a capital G.
Oh, for me, Shift G or G, it drives me nuts because I can't change between like an implement and the tractor.
Yeah,
on
it does
single
that to
player.
me, too.
And it drives me up the wall. It needs to be like Shift Numpad 7 or something like that. Something
Not
like-
even a shift. Make it a control or an alt.
There you go. There you go.
Now
these
we're
are things,
thinking.
these are things that people with brains think of. We are getting on a legendary status, guys.
Hey. People
We are
with
becoming
brains.
wow.
I think you're giving me a little too much credit here.
Hey, people with half a brain.
There you go.
Okay, with their wires not crossed?
Oh
Is
no,
that
this
better?
is a rat's nest.
Well, I mean, it's a functional rat's nest.
Some of the time.
I mean, for the most part, power gets from point A to point B without getting shorted.
Except for the part where it jumps to part C and then it ends up shorting out and you lose like half your childhood memories.
I've only had that happen twice. Thank you.
Once when I stuck the fork in the electrical socket, the other time when I stuck the knife.
There was a kid in my Sunday school that did that one time. Jammed a fork in an electrical socket. Tell you what, you didn't do that again. I'm not even kidding you. This happened one time when I was in Sunday school.
Jeez, Chris, you know the
And it-
oldest trick in the book?
and it's
Hey,
just
man,
like-
get this fork. Stick in the
You know
electrical
what,
socket.
it's literally just like the movies. Like if you jam a fork in an electrical socket, like it will like dim the lights a little bit.
Do you think so? I didn't know electricity did that.
It's because it shorts 120 volts.
110 volt.
Oh, close
yeah.
enough.
Same thing, an extra 10.
You're not
doesn't matter.
gonna
Just means you have
notice
a little
the
more
equivalent
power
of a
to
9
play
volt
with.
It was
battery.
an old church building, so who knows? It could have been like 220 or no. I don't know. That kid was a little weird after that.
I doubt it would be 220. That would be like that kid dead.
Well, maybe,
Lucky
God,
enough with
maybe
110.
God saved him,
Chris.
spared him from death.
It wasn't a church after all.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't. It used to be the VFW. So yeah, it
Huh?
used to be a bar. Yeah, the
Oh.
old VFW building became a church.
Well, maybe they cleansed the building or something.
Yeah, I was playing on my save games this morning, and I got done doing tillage. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna speed up to summer, and then I'll start planting. Not realizing that, hey, corn and soybeans can be planted in the spring, and you can only plant them the first 3 days of fall. So I'm like, oh crap, I have like 250 acres to plant in 3 days. So I got every tractor I could hooked to all the planters that I had, and just like went to town.
What are they, like 3 meters wide by?
Well, one of them's
What?
a little 8-row, the other one's a 6-row, and then
Well,
there's a
there's your
12-row.
problem, dude.
Well, I'm farming poor here. I've only got like
Lease a
7.
DB120 and just give her.
Okay, yeah, you realize
Yeah,
I've only
lease
got
it.
like $6,000 in my account right now. I am like
Okay,
poor
then
people.
a DB90.
I have enough-
DB60.
Okay, what am I gonna pull it with?
Whatever.
I have a 7520 John
Oh,
Deere.
the 7520 will do it. It's fine.
Actually, it's 120 horsepower. No, 185. That actually might pull a DB. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. The 6030.
Try it.
We got a 6030.
Ah, it's 63.
and-
You'll do it. You're fine.
4230, which that tractor is actually getting traded in. I did have a 4620, but I traded that in for a 4430, which that's also in the shed. And a 4320. I'm running with old equipment. I got everything planted. I basically just hooked everything up to planters and one grain drill and just went to flipping town. Everything's planted now, so now I'm gonna get the cabless tractor, hook up the sprayer, and go kill myself with pesticide.
Sounds
Like
good.
they
We
did
don't
in
need
the old
Chris around
days.
anymore anyways.
No, actually, I'm probably going to... What should I use?
I don't think it'd quite kill you. I think you might just have a third arm or a third limb when you have children.
Walk up to a corn dealer's meeting. Hold on, let me get my arm shaking hand.
Pulls the third one up from his thigh. What's up, guys?
Just like the
How's it
back
going?
arm just comes up over your head and like, hey, how's it going?
Sorry, I
Holy
had to
flip.
unbutton the back of my shirt.
Yeah, totally play it. No, you
Has
just,
to get custom
you just take an
shirts
X-Acto
now.
knife and cut a third hole in the back of your shirt. A third
Eh,
sleeve.
that looks tacky though. You
Oh,
need to
what's
put a
that?
sleeve on it at least.
Okay, we'll put a sleeve on it.
Then it just looks like you have a tail when your arm's away. That just looks nasty.
Well, there you go. Then you run
No,
around.
it doesn't.
No, see, then when the guy behind you in line starts complaining about how slow the line's going, you
You just
can
see his
nail him
middle
right in the
finger
gut.
slowly pop out of the back.
Scare the crap out of him. Or yeah, you like just have your hand slowly slide out the back of your shirt, just nail him one right in the kidneys.
How you doing, boss?
And he'll be wondering, what the heck hit me? You're just gonna be sitting there. Nice try there, dum dum.
Surprise!
You don't even say that. You
Surprise,
just turn
wait,
around
wait.
and go, I don't know.
You just turn around as the other hand just sticks out back and be like, yeah, that's me. Hey, Zach.
Hey, what?
Never mind. Hey, never mind.
Okay, when Ryan says that, you should really actually start getting concerned.
Thanks, Chris.
No
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
You're adopted.
Chicken butt.
Oh snap! Guess what?
Foiled
Chicken pot
again.
pie.
What did you just say?
I said, guess what? Chicken pot pie.
No,
I don't know why,
care
but
about what
that's-
you said.
Oh,
I care about what Zach said.
Ouch.
yeah, it is.
Well, but to be fair, we kind of gave the indication that we didn't care what he thought either.
Yeah.
He's just making it even. Somebody messaged me tonight, like I haven't talked to this dude in like freaking forever. He's like, "What's a good map for Farm Sim 17?" I'm like,
At
one
least
that
before
works?
you ask me the question, say hi or something. That
Like
way
one that
that way
works?
I recognize you maybe.
Well, I remember who he is, but it's just kind of one of those things like, "Hi, haven't talked to you in like over a year, but alrighty."
Well,
Tell
Like
him
that's the only time he messages me is to wonder like, "Where did you get that?" or "Where can I find
he
this?"
probably
or,
wants your Minnesota map.
You know,
Yeah,
you know what you should have done, Chris?
What?
Should have told him the default one.
Soft not because
I just
Give him,
recommended-
give him the name of the Russian one.
I just gave him the recommendation of Upper Mississippi. Honestly, this is a pretty good map. I like it. That's what I'm playing. I'm not gonna lie, it's better. It's
Missouri.
yeah, the Upper Mississippi River Valley.
I thought it was
Actually-
Mississippi.
It is.
Who cares? It's a map.
I actually drove through where this map is based off of on my way home from Illinois this week.
Did you really?
Is it close?
What do you mean? Like is it close to accurate?
Does it seem real enough to be from that region?
Well, I mean, I didn't drive through this exact town, but I drove through the river valley where it's based out of. And yeah, it actually seems quite a bit realistic. I mean, as close as you possibly can, because, I mean, that river valley is like 6 miles wide, and I just put a tractor over on its side in the Wendy's parking lot.
Great.
Well, time to get the loader tractor.
It's coming out of your paycheck.
Well, technically, it's my farm, so it's my paycheck. Well,
Okay, it's
Oh,
coming
you're
out of your
on the
bank
stream.
loan, then.
That's right.
what about the stream?
You're not on the server.
Oh yeah, I'm on my single player right now. 'cause
He's
I
got excuses tonight, Zach. Duh.
Glad we could count on you.
Hey, dude, it's been like 6 months since I've been on the server, so I can't really say it much better.
Ryan's my fill-in.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, being publicly beaten for my stupidity.
I mean, I wouldn't call it stupidity. Arrogance, yes.
Ouch! Ow! All the guns tonight.
We got all the holes covered tonight.
I just want to be fair. I don't
just
want
wanna
to say
be
you're
fair.
stupid. You're just arrogant.
Hey, Zach,
Hey, Ryan.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go get a cold beer out of the fridge.
Bring me one?
Yeah. You want an old Milwaukee?
Sweet. I can try it.
It tastes like piss water. It tastes like what you get when you get from Tim Hortons and you order like 4 cream, 4 coffee, or 4 cream, 4 sugar.
Whoa,
Piss water.
wait. You can. Oh, I was gonna say, wait. You can order beer at Tim Hortons. I
Hey
did not
man,
know
it's
this.
Canada. You never know what you
Canadian
can get up
ale.
here.
Oh yeah, you
Aren't-
freaking walk up there and they'd have a maple syrup. Then instead of using
Hey, can I get some maple syrup?
you'd have a glass
2
of
cream,
or
2
like
sugar,
you'd
and
have
a
like
cheese,
a
eh?
espresso coffee that consisted of nothing but maple syrup and whipped cream.
That would be, dude. Could you imagine an espresso with a little bit of whipping cream and like a tiny bit of syrup?
No, I'm talking like the whole cup like syrup, but I don't know, maybe it
Like,
tastes good.
instead of cup of joe, it's cup of maple.
Hey, can I get the cup of maple?
In one of the pickup truck enthusiast groups I'm in, they started a thing. Tell a little bit about yourself, about where you live, only by using a GIF. And somebody posted a GIF of a dude chugging a bottle of maple syrup.
Jeez.
Gee, I wonder where they're from.
Yeah. Oh Canada, oh Canada.
I think they're from Minnesota, there, but
No, I replied to a picture of a snowstorm. So
so you're in Canada too?
Me?
Minnesota is basically just like southern Canada. But we were too nice for the Canadians. We freaked them out, so they gave us to the Americans.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's. Wouldn't that be more Alaska
Too
than
nice,
Minnesota, to be
yeah.
honest?
They didn't trust us.
Wouldn't that be Minnesota, Chris?
What?
Because they kind of ditched Canada. Alaska used to be part of Canada until they ditched us.
That's because you sold them to us. You didn't care enough about them. See, you labeled them as a dollar amount.
We didn't
Really?
care.
You
Okay.
considered Alaska a slave state? Was that maybe too far? I don't think
I
it
didn't even
was.
hear you, so.
I referred
Dude, I
to Alaska as a slave state.
This pass, and I just did the pass and started the next one down the field. God,
Dude, you can't say that you didn't hear me and then talk over me when I try and repeat myself.
Oh, I didn't even know what you're talking. Sorry, Zach.
Dude.
Not cool, bro.
I think that little stunt cost you about 5 cool points.
And now he's what, negative 28?
I don't care.
Whoa!
Keep blowing them on me, boy.
0 fucks given were made in the. Oh. I 0 fricks were given.
Chris?
No! Strike 2! Strike 3, you're out!
That was dope.
User was kicked out of your channel.
And that shall be your punishment, even though I didn't do it.
User joined your channel.
Not cool.
I've just declared that's a new punishment. Although I didn't do that one.
Next one is ban, wouldn't it?
No, I think...
Right,
I
if
don't
that
know.
was the case, you would have banned a while ago.
I have 0
Granted-
points so far.
Granted, you don't swear very much on stream, but holy bud jeebers, you get off stream and it's make a sailor cry.
If we were to record that, edit all the swear words and
It just
censor
beep,
them, and then
beep,
repost them, it would be a
sound like
solid
Morse
video
code.
tone.
We just have like
Borders and
a never-ending
borders.
dial tone.
Braille stop.
It would sound like because the single one would get boring.
Here's my question: how do you censor something in Braille?
Felt marker.
Felt marker. Yeah, right. That's going to help. Put like a
I would
little
imagine
ad
you
over it or
take like
something.
sandpaper and you make it harder to read.
Super glue. Somebody can't move his hand anymore.
Oh jeez, that's mean. That's just mean.
That is kind of really mean.
Just a big glob of super glue, so when he moves his hand over, he just takes the whole piece of paper.
Jeez, and they say Canadians are nice. That's like one of the meanest things I've ever heard.
Maybe Minnesota did get kicked out for being too nice.
Eh?
Yes.
They didn't like.
You asked. I just gave the answer.
See,
You
Canada
can't be
used to
angry at me for
always
that.
say "Don't you know?" But see, when they kicked us out, they changed it. They abbreviated it to A.
Out and about.
What do
eh?
you mean abbreviated? How do you
No, it
get
said
A
A.
out of don't you know?
Well, don't you
Okay,
know?
I'm going to get another beer.
Eh?
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Well, don't you know? A. I mean, come on,
Oh,
Jack.
so they cut off the first half.
Yeah, like everything.
And then Minnesota, being angry at Canada, dropped the A.
1040. You're catching on quick boil.
Wow. Polecat
Once-
243 says hi.
Hi. We're just insulting all
Hello.
of the. Well, I almost said religions, and I'm like, that made no sense.
You mean regions?
Yes, that word. I'm going to college. I am this many years old.
What a good that's doing, huh? I learned words.
And guess what? They actually make sense now.
Sometimes.
I just have to pay dollars to learn them.
Polecat asked, what are you doing? I am disking.
I am playing on my save game, and I am driving a little tractor home from the dealership with a sprayer on it. Because I'm going to go spray some Roundup and get me some cancer.
My little tractor, my little tractor.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Oh, come on.
It's not like
I
a
thought it
freaking
was
riding
good.
lawn. Oh, can you imagine that? Like, we need to make a riding lawnmower that has a variety of little attachments. And whenever you do something bad, you have to go plant one of the fields, like a 2-row planter on this little, pull-and pro yard tractor.
Half a meter.
Yeah, literally plants 1 row at a time.
Wow. No, I feel like they need to be, with that equipment, delegated to, like, garden duty, and then just have a really small garden patch next to the house.
There we go. Or see,
And then-
when they piss us off, you just make them mow the lawn with the zero-turn lawnmower.
Yeah, mow the lawn and then mow all the edges along the road with the little lawnmower.
Speaking.
User was kicked out of your channel.
Did he say something again?
User joined your
What did I
channel.
do now?
T says that you said something. I didn't catch it,
No.
apparently.
Well, apparently I didn't catch it either.
Well, to be fair, the first one you said you didn't catch it.
I caught it after I said it, but
Yeah.
this time I have no clue what I said.
Probably something
Hey, T.
racist if I don't miss my bet.
Private message me what he said, because I can't remember.
Me too, because I can't either. Apparently. Did I drop an F-bomb or something?
I didn't hear that, and I'm usually pretty up on hearing those.
Bomb.
A piggy bomb.
Pipe bomb? I said pipe bomb. No idea what a P bomb is, so I'm sorry. Whatever it is, I apologize.
Oh. 10, 15.
I did. Why did? When did I say that? Oh, apparently I said it, so I just won't say it again.
I love Trent. He's being so sensitive. He's like, the P word. Kids, what does the P word mean?
Well, to be fair, I mean, not to be mean to any of the people here on YouTube, but most of the kids that watch YouTube are like...
No. Back this up for a minute. When you preface it, it's generally going to be mean. So you just said something mean.
No, I'm just saying that the general population that watches YouTube is like 10 years old, 10 years old. So they haven't even gone through that kind of class yet. So they don't know what it is yet.
The birds and the bees classes.
10-4. And I'm not going to be the one to explain it, kids. You'll have to wait until later.
That might be an after.
Really? That is the word that I got censored. It wasn't pen. It was... How? That's not even
I
a
just sent
swear
Ryan
word.
the message too.
Are you kidding me?
That's not even a swear word.
Really?
I'm sorry, but it isn't.
That's gonna throw up some flags. Trent, me and you are gonna talk after this.
I mean, okay, yeah, we need to censor ourselves and try and not like totally go off the deep end.
Chris, leave this till after the show.
Yeah. They bleep it on TV. I've never heard it bleeped on TV.
Oh,
no,
well,
I've
new
never
topic.
had it.
Anyway,
Yeah, new
moving
topic.
on.
Unless that is good entertainment, then we can stay on that topic. I don't know.
Hey,
What
I'm
do
not
the
gonna
YouTube
be the
people
guinea
say?
pig that keeps getting kicked up to the regular members lobby all night.
No, next time it'll probably be banned. I'm sorry, Chris. But
You know I have multiple
You know-
devices I can get down here in here with, right?
yeah, and each one of them will probably be banned.
I think it would be funny if Chris's recurring theme is he kept getting kicked.
Hey, I am not going to become the rich to your JD boy. Don't even start there.
Wrong way. Wrong
Yeah,
way.
other way.
It
I
was
will
the
not become the
JD
JD
boy
boy
to your
you're
rich.
Because
He was
Rich
the
is-
one that
yeah.
kicked me all the time.
We are not keeping the circle going.
Story time.
No,
So, for those of you that don't know, when I was a while back when Slowpoke, his name is Rich, when I was always in TeamSpeak with Slowpoke, I would come in and immediately I would, because Rich had been made fun of this before, I would come in and go, mm-hmm, because he always did it a lot lower pitch, like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And everybody made fun of him with a higher pitched one, so I just kept doing that when I showed up, and I always got kicked.
Eventually,
Every single time.
eventually he just started kicking you for like no reason. Like he'd show up and be like, "Oh hey JD," and you'd be like, "Oh hey," and then the user has been kicked from your channel.
Yeah,
Or kicked
he
from
got
the server.
he got a little smart and started doing it before I did that. But then I'd come back in, do it, and get kicked again.
And they just kept going on and on and on. It was
Always.
pretty funny.
One other member, Red Fork 2.0, when he was showing up in TeamSpeak frequently, we would just kick each other for no reason whatsoever. We just kicked each other.
The other guy went up to go to
Whoa!
the bathroom, so just kick him out
Hello.
for no reason.
It's a pickup.
Did you just do what I think you just did?
What?
Never mind.
I think he ran into a pickup truck. That's the way it sounded to me.
Head
I don't
on.
know. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Most of the guys that used to be on TeamSpeak don't show up in here anymore, like Red Fork, Fraser, Cow, all those guys.
Braze was in a
I've-
few days ago.
I've got Red Fork on Snapchat.
Well, I know like the guy that owns the site, he's driving semi, so he doesn't really have a chance to hop in here hardly ever.
That's what I don't get about guys that drive semi. That trucker Josh, dude, he's got Wi-Fi in his truck. Why
Yeah,
don't most guys get Wi-Fi or something like that in their truck? I just go bored.
Well, I mean, yeah, but some guys can't afford to have a laptop with them either.
Okay, you're driving truck. You make money hand over fist.
Ha, that's a good one.
Maybe in
you
the States,
don't.
but Canada, it's actually pretty good.
In the States, I mean, you're making like, I don't know what the starting pay is. I think it's like not even 25 cents a mile. I think it's like 15 cents
Really?
a mile starting.
Really, Cummins? You're stuck in a ditch?
Grab the tow cable
Good.
and go over to town.
Do we have a tow tape?
Toe tape.
Tow
Where's that?
cable.
They're hard.
what do you think toe tape would be made? Or yeah, toe tape. Would it just be individual?
He's got to stop and make sure that he's messed up the word properly in order to make sure that it made sense.
That's how you know
Gotta
you've messed it up
love it.
good.
Toe tape. Honestly, would it just be strands of tape weaved together just to toe somebody up?
It's like finger tape for the boxers. You just wrap it around your toes for kickboxers.
For like ramming your toe into the table.
Kids, this is for
Lego
when you
proof
want to
toe
kick
tape.
your tractor in the tire and you don't want to hurt your toes.
Lego proof toe tape. That actually might be a pretty good seller, to be
But
honest.
you don't step on Lego with your toes. It's usually the bottoms of your feet.
Yeah, like your heel. Or
Wrap
the
up whole
arch.
feet.
The arch is what gets me.
Yeah, usually the arch is like brutal.
Alrighty, we'll see you, Matthew.
I stubbed my
Alright, see
toe
you
on
guys
my
later.
work boots when I came in this morning.
Oh!
Because I blew the sheets out, or I blew the crotch out of my jeans at work.
Grab the duct tape and get to town.
Dude, I've never been so creative in my life with a set of baler twine before, man. Wow.
I sewed my jeans once at work using
User
some
disconnected
like
from your
steel tie, like old steel tie for old square balers. And
Yeah, no, I just used baler twine and I just popped holes on either side of it and started weaving.
Or there was a time in math class I disassembled my jump drive because it got so freaking hot, like to the touch you could barely touch it. So I got curious, and Mr. Hapes wasn't really teaching a very interesting math class, so I started taking my jump drive apart.
Oh.
I can't remember how I popped the thing open. I think I used I didn't have a pocket knife, 'cause of course I was cool. I don't remember how I opened that sucker now. My
Beat it on the
stupid,
table.
my stupid butt. When I
Just so
parked
you
my
can
equipment in
fast.
here, I parked the
Chris,
equipment
what are you
trailer
doing?
way the heck in the back, or my chemical trailer way the frick in the back. So I've got to move everything now in order to get to the equipment trailer.
Oh, you're free. Hey, that's my pickup. Oh well.
Well, I guess he owes you the cost of the repair bill then.
Do the fuel tanks on the, or the fuel gauges on these poly tanks work?
I think.
That yellow line on there?
Which poly tanks are you referring to?
Oh, on the
Kevin's
9R?
9R.
Maybe.
Yeah, poly tank? Oh, I don't know. They might work. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I mean, it's Kevin. Kevin goes like all out on detail.
I'm just about out of seed too. I really want to say something different, but I can't. I'd be banned. Chris can probably already imagine what it is.
Nope.
I talk to you frequently, and I'm not sure I know.
What?
Not sure I want to know.
Nobody understands Canadians. They're kind of a mystical beast.
You really want to have this?
Wait,
It's kinda like
don't
a
fill
man
it, Cummins.
horse.
Don't fill it. Hold on. Oh, wait, that's a steel tank. Never mind.
Wait, what? Oh, you're gonna see
I was
if the
going to
fuel
see
gauge
if
went
the
up.
yellow line was down.
That's
And then
that's
it occurs to
speculative,
Chris.
sick Jimmy. Actually, I'm taking the 12-row planter and a 4430. I'm gonna finish up planting my last field of corn.
Wow,
Zach.
look at that. I flipped a 180 in the road.
Dang! Take some
Completely
mad
by
skills.
accident.
Take some mad skills. I actually had a hired worker going with a 4-row John Deere or 6-row John Deere corn planter. I feel bad for that guy. Like, can you imagine? Like, you show up to work, you guys got your boss has got some bigger equipment. You know, you're thinking you're gonna go out and run a 8400 and a big disc. He goes, nope, you're gonna be taking out the little tractor and the 6-row planter because you didn't wash the tractor last night. And you're sitting there and you've got 250 acres to plant. And you're just sitting there crying the entire time, 6 rows at a time.
Dude, that would be literally the day that a resignation letter would be written.
Apparently, Ryan's not going to put up with that.
I'd be like, I know where that's coming
Nope.
from, Zach. I'd be like, yeah, no, sorry, I've got better things to do in my life than this.
Well, and I mean, I'm sure everybody's had this point in their business career life where you just realize, you know what, this job is not worth it, and you just quit. I've never had this. Well, okay, I've had this moment, but it wasn't how do I put it?
Oh, welding.
No, it wasn't welding. I just had that moment where you just realize this job is not worth what I'm getting paid. I had it with when I worked for a company called Railway. I reached that point where it's like, nope.
Oh, Jonathan, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that last name, asked what map this is. It is Blue Web's county line, but the main farm and the dairy has been doctored up.
It's called a Trent.
And it looks... Where was the yellow line on yours, Ryan?
Sorry, you
where
did
on
what
the-
in your cup?
The yellow line on your sight gauge for the fuel tank.
On the left-hand side.
No, I know where it is, like how full.
A few
'Cause
inches from the top. 4 or
Mine
5
is
inches.
down about a quarter of the way.
Bring me a fuel trailer out. Let's just refuel mine out in the middle of the field. Enough piddling with this. And the only thing that Kevin didn't do with these 9Rs that pisses me off, there's no opening back window. Well, I guess probably...
He's got another model that he's going to work on to make a V2. It's just, it needs to be completely re-gamed because of, first, I don't know what reason, but he said it's
'Cause
going to have a lot
Kevin.
more features on it, which I'm like, okay. Because, yeah, this one doesn't have opening doors, opening windows, which really, I think the only window that opens on that tractor is the rear one.
But on this rear one, do they open full or just like a inch or two, just to get your wires and cables in the cab?
No, I think they open up fully. I don't know. I've never actually opened the rear window on one of those tractors before.
Jason says, hello,
Hiya, big boy.
and I say, hello.
Okay, I need a fuel trailer and a seed trailer. Hit me up, boys.
Well, there's a fuel trailer over here I can take to you.
That'd be good. Wow, I'm listening to some game music.
Ahem.
User was kicked out of your channel. User joined your channel.
You're Joe Bob, right?
Go, Bob.
Are you,
What?
Chris? You
Ryan!
have no right to be doing that. You're not even in the server. Yeah, I am.
Ryan!
Zach. What, Zach?
You're Joe Bob, right?
Yes.
Go, Bob. On the server?
Yeah, no, these don't work. Wait, maybe.
Let me know when you're full.
Yeah, I'm full, and it's... Yeah, no, they don't work.
Nope. So maybe that's coming on a version 2.
Trent, stop. You're there. Stop, stop.
Yay, after 20 minutes of moving equipment, I can get to my chemical trailer.
Okay, Trent, we're good. Get out of the way. I want a road track version of this tractor. I don't know why. I'm really craving one.
What? The
we
9R?
don't we have one?
Yeah, I just don't feel like swapping it over. I'm being needy tonight, okay?
This is
Wow.
new. Oh,
We say that out loud?
Was
My
that
bad.
my outside voice?
Have you ever
Oh.
had one of those moments where you meant to think something in your head and actually spoke it out loud because...
hold on. Oh yeah. Wait. Wait. Oh, you're going.
What?
Why does
Joe
it
Bob.
matter, Zach?
Fertilizer.
What?
Forgot to refuel for fertilizer.
Well, if you've got enough, I can meet you on the other end. Oh, never mind.
I'm actually using Blaze's little spear trailer. Works pretty good for small farms.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're filling.
Hey, did
Crash
anybody...
into my dirt.
See, now this would have been an instance where that little gator refilling system would have come in very handy.
Yeah, so I'm sure the gator carries almost 1,000 liters of seed and fertilizer. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't carry seed, but it carries, I'd imagine, about 500 gallons of chemical.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
would
equates
help
to
the
in
DB's
liters.
120 out. Yeah.
Yeah, 500 gallons is fill that little tank in the front of the seed tank. That's a 500-gallon tank.
It's a 7,000 liter thing, dude.
Yeah, liters. How many liters are in a gallon?
I can't fucking think right now. Okay.
A lot.
Yeah, a
A
lot.
lot.
Yep.
Okay, so
Baker,
5.
This is a Peterbilt.
So it would fill about the tank about half full, so it'd be enough to get you to finish your pass and back over to the truck, and actually enough to keep you going for a while.
Yeah, when we can just drive a flippin' semi right on the field.
Yeah, because you know you can do that in real life.
Done it.
Action's out the window.
Hashtag done it before.
Yeah, well, your work isn't exactly very efficient.
Where's a refill for the fertilizer?
Him, what a
Anybody?
I'm not sure where it is on the map.
Fert plant. Where is that at?
She's gonna hurt nobody.
Oh, isn't that in town right by the dealership where the big crater is in the ground?
Oh!
Sweet Lord Tundra and Holy Mother.
What?
Mother trucking.
No. At HQ? Or as in there is none here? What does no HQ mean? Oh. Well, I guess I'll be Oh, I think I see it. We have a whole fertilizer plant here?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I kind of thought it was weird, too. I mean, no offense, but what farm has a complete fertilizer plant on their base?
Big one.
Well, I mean, we are, what, 8,000 cow dairy? So,
And
like,
that's-
money isn't an issue for us.
Well, can we pull politics into the live stream?
I'm not
depending.
I mean, as long
That's
as it's not, like, hate speech, I guess.
Yeah, okay, it's hate speech. Darn it!
Then no. Zach Baker asked if we have any Kenworth trucks. We do. I think we got 2 T800s.
Are the
That's
800s
just not
or
what we got
880s?
on this one.
Does it matter? Chris, shut up. You're not on the server.
2 different trucks. So? Well, I'm on the server, just not on the server.
Don't lie,
No.
you're not on the server.
You're not on the
No,
server.
like, I'm in the, like, I can log into the server.
Just because you're
but
in the
I'm
group
not
doesn't mean
actually-
you're on the server.
Yeah, just because you're on TeamSpeak server doesn't mean
No, never mind.
that somebody loves you.
You guys
No.
are missing this.
I guess that depends what we mean by on the server.
Exactly! Like, I'm on the server, I can log into the website,
You're on the
download all the
Teams
mods.
server.
No. I'm talking about...
Chris, when
You're
you download all
on
the mods,
the-
it'll be like a week and a half.
What do you mean?
Your internet sucks cojones.
Well, yeah, I know that. But it's not... Well, I have to update the map, so that would take me quite a while.
It took me a total
Steve,
of like
Need
2
fertilizer?
minutes. Alright,
You
boys,
also
what
have
field
Canadian
needs to be
prepaid
dished now?
internet. So, I mean, like, your government pays for your internet, right? That's, like, in
I
your
like
benefits
that.
package.
Canadian prepaid.
It's like AT&T, but for internet. Wait.
Ouch! That's like less than 3G.
Alright, what fields need to be dished there?
All of them.
Yeah, alright.
Especially the one with crops in them.
You know, we should have a room that's
I
just
don't know.
locked so Chris can't get in and you have to be moved in. That way he's not disruptive.
I could go into my own TeamSpeak if I wanted to. But
Good.
nobody ever shows up there, so...
Because you don't give anybody the address, and they're a little
I
scared.
gave you the address.
No,
I gave
I
a
have
bunch
the
of people
address.
the address.
But most of the people don't play Farm Sim anymore. Like Tim doesn't play FS anymore because it got his blood pressure up too bad. Well, you met Tim, don't you remember Tim?
Timothy?
Tim Schaefer.
Tim Schaefer. I don't know what Timothy.
I don't
know if you met him.
think that's the same Tim.
I gave Don the TeamSpeak address, but of course he's too busy with work and his kid. Now I guess now I guess they're gonna have another kid now.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. Honest to God.
Wow.
I talked to him on the phone. What was that? Well, maybe actually it might have been a month ago now. And him and Kathleen told me they're gonna have another kid. So they got that going on. And then who else? Well, I gave it to you. You two crabby apples. You don't pop in there like ever.
I was in there today, actually. I'll have you know.
What the heck?
When?
The controls are screwed up. A joystick for this thing.
Roll, Raggy.
Roll. Trent, just spray it. Why are you going back? Oh my!
I was going to 17.
Literally, I'm gonna pull out my hair.
I'm trying to think who else I've given next. I don't know. I've given it to plenty of people, but yeah, like nobody ever pops in there.
Okay, what fields need to be cultivated next year, boys? Yeah, no, sounds good, guys. Sounds...
Do we have any more?
Oh, here we go. Field 30 needs to be done.
Well, get at her, bud. Give her the old Canadian one, too.
Shut up. You're adopted.
I know.
Nobody loves you. Not even
the work area on the sprayer needs adjusted.
See, that just means that my parents chose me. Yours were stuck with you.
Ow! Ow!
And here comes Christopher out of left field.
With a home run! His name is Christopher Boyam. Go make inbreeding jokes about him on Facebook. He loves it.
All right.
Especially when they're made about red men chewing tobacco.
I don't get that. A, I don't do. B, I don't drink or smoke. So I don't know where the heck that came out of, but...
Oh, okay, I need to copy the GPS line from one of you planter boys.
No. What did you just call me?
You heard me?
Yeah.
Who we don't care about? Does that sound right?
I really want a cigar.
Damn. I was gonna say
hey.
then go buy one, but you're like 12, so.
Damn, it doesn't work.
We're on live stream. Oh no.
Jeez. No, okay. All joking aside, how many beers have you had tonight?
4.
I don't know what to say here.
T or Ryan.
What?
Or whoever's in that
I'm
planter.
not on a planter anymore there, buddy.
Oh. Whoever's in a planter, does 35.6 meters look right?
False. I've had the equivalent of 2 beers. Or 4 beers.
He's so drunk he can't even count. Well, he is Canadian, so they don't have exactly the best educational system, so maybe...
You're adopted, dude.
Again, my
T.
parents chose me.
T, I know I'm wider, but copied the line. I want to make sure I have the line. Because
Are
it'll
you
copy
sure
the
your
width,
parents
too.
chose you?
I'm almost sure.
You might want to double check that
That's
one.
awesome. When your hired worker drives a sprayer and tractor down into a ditch. Way to go, 17. A+.
You'll get a sticker.
Wow.
I hired the worker to spray so I can go grab the tractor and planter because they got done planting and I have to finish just it'll be a little patch. I get the no sooner do I get the tractor back here and I watch him drive it off the edge. Okay, if you guys play the Upper Mississippi River Valley map, field 26, right by the field approach,
there's like a drop off because the road starts to go down into the river valley. Yeah, my hired worker just drove that tractor right off the end, like he didn't even care.
What the heck, GPS?
Like,
or this is Joe
the end
Lindbergh's
is
fault.
nigh.
Yeah, this is a Joe Lindbergh problem, to be honest. What is up with his implements, like, taking, like, 30 minutes to drop into the dirt?
I don't
Seriously.
know.
You can speed those up.
The thing that I think is the problem with all his stuff is when he builds it in GE, or in Blender, he forgets to move it above the nav mesh plane, so consequently, whenever he buys his stuff, it ends up in the ground. And the only way to fix it's to move everything up, but if you do that, of course, then all your animations get messed up, so you have to reanimate the mod, which basically means you have to re-in-game it. In a nutshell. So that's why nobody ever fixes it.
If you're watching, nobody likes your mods, quit modding.
Okay, well, that's a little mean.
Way to play into all the problems.
Yeah, we're supposed to be nice here. I mean, I know that's a lot asking of a Canadian, but...
Says a guy who's been bashing me all night for being adopted and making fun of Tim's. My feelings are hurt, okay?
Alrighty then.
Aww.
Then I, as an American, have done my job.
You're, see you next Tuesday.
Okay. So when Bob would piss us off, we'd be making jokes about it. Like, he'd come up and just talk to us about the most random crap, and then he'd complain about us not working. So and Nick basically said, you know, what does it sound like when Bob comes up and starts complaining? And basically it's just the Tasmanian devil just... That's what we hear.
Nice.
Like, you just get to that point where you just start thinking him out, and he just comes up and yelling, that's all you hear, just... The thing with Bob is he doesn't hold grudges. Like, he'll be pissed at you, and like minutes later he'll be joking around with you. Like, he absolutely, like, that's a nice thing to have on boss, but...
Hey, you just across the field.
Yes!
Oh. I know where it is. You know, Trent, me and you are going to have a serious conversation later.
About cleaning
Make
it
sure
up.
you schedule a time in your booklet for that.
Children.
Zach's full-time babysitting.
Always.
All day, every day.
All day, every day, and I don't get paid for it.
Because you know them Oregonites are so responsible.
Don't you call me an Oregonite?
Whoa!
What?
I've never tripped on
What,
acid
Ryan?
so hard before in my life.
Why are you on
Wait,
acid?
you're doing acid while we're... What?
Dude, put
No,
it
I'm
up.
not. No, I'm not.
For anybody watching the stream, we're just joking. There's not actually acid involved.
No,
I don't
there
At
isn't.
least I
there
hope
is.
there
I don't
better
know. This
not
guy's
be.
kind of crazy.
No, I just
We do not
suggested a
endorse
work
said
width
practice.
on that 2320 disc, and it just like shot across the field. Who's hauling corn out of here?
Can you imagine that? You're live streaming one of the dudes, you just hear somebody... Dude, what are you doing? Cocaine? You're sitting here on the computer and you're like, this is gonna get me arrested.
The next thing that's gonna happen is goodbye.
Yeah, all you're gonna hear, like, about a half hour later, you're just gonna hear somebody bash through the doors, and his mic's gonna light up, and you're gonna hear like, LPD SWAT, hands on the ground.
LPD?
I don't know where this dude lives. Los Santos. We're Grand Theft Autoing this, right? Right, proper.
Trevor Phillips Industries.
Oh, we haven't played Grand. I saw a video today where the actor that plays Trevor Phillips, which is weird because you've never actually like looked him up and watched some of his stuff. Like, he's one of the most mellow, cool guys ever. Like, Trevor is like a complete opposite of his personality. But I watched they were doing a panel for Grand Theft Auto at, I think it was Comic-Con, and one of the guys, can you walk up to me and tell me to F off? And he gets up out of the chair, grabs the dude's character, just screams as loud as he can into the camera, and then just walks back and sits down. Like,
Who's
just
driving?
totally off the wall.
Who's running corn in field 30?
Oh, are we chopping?
Yeah,
There, run a disc over to that.
that's what we're doing, Zach.
Oh.
I'm already about 4 steps ahead of you, buddy.
Oh.
I don't know why we're using a 26, 23 disc when we have a disc that'll plow and rip at the same time. That honestly makes no sense to me.
I figured something out though today.
Mr. Gordy25 wants to know which sprayer this is. T?
It's a Haggai. Custom built by Trent.
Is that Trent's model?
I don't think so.
T says
it?
yes, it is.
Oh. Oh. There you have it.
Please.
So, Mr. Gordy, T says it is the Haggy SES 16. And he modeled it. I don't think it's quite ready to be released at the moment. I think it's still a work in progress.
My life's a work in progress.
Aren't we all?
Everybody is. I probably should leave the stuff in the truck for the planters, but I'm filling out of it anyway. Mr. Gordy
How
says,
could
looks
you?
good. I hear ducks.
I'm a mean person.
Sounds about right.
Not gonna sugarcoat this one.
I think I'm gonna spray field 17.
Are you really? You're actually doing something for once.
This
Dude.
coming from the guy who has been in the server 6 months.
Chris, you have no leg to stand on either.
Okay, so I'm not in the server tonight. Big deal.
You never will be on.
I've been on the server plenty of times. This was on the last time we live streamed.
Yeah, what, 6 months ago?
Like last
a
week.
week ago.
About a week ago.
Does anybody know where you sell the eggs on the UVRM map? Because I have like a ton of them.
Nope.
Dude, you can't even... They don't even have a water trough for the sheep. You think they're gonna have a sell point for the eggs?
Wait, there's not a water trough for the sheep? Well, that's good to know. Because I was actually going to buy some sheep and put them in at the farm here and start raising sheep. But
I had to
can't
cheat
water
in
them,
the
of
water.
course. Then.
Let's just say they ended up with infinite water.
Well, no, there's a water
Flags
trough here.
fight.
Yeah. it
Oh,
doesn't
that's the
fit
water
on-
trough for the horses.
You mutt.
10-20.
You remember what I said about your adopted?
Yep.
Yeah, just
Well, what about
never
this
forget
big
that.
water tank? Are you sure that this big water tank here, when you pull into the
That's
farm? There's
not a water trough.
Sure. Are you
Half
really,
of my
really sure?
460 sheep died because of winter kill. Yeah. Let's just say I
what
won
you're
a lot of money, okay?
Why am I lagging out so much?
Because it's you. You live in Oregon.
The heck with you, Canadian.
Hey, you're closer to me than Chris is.
Yeah, that should be scary.
Doc, you're not a scared person, okay?
Oh, you should be.
If you make me mad, I can be. Ask
Shut up.
the guys I work with.
I don't think I've ever seen Zach like
Jose,
legitly
you
PO'd.
messed up, boy. I'm gonna make you pay for your debt.
I don't think I've ever seen Zach like officially like PO'd.
I never
Okay, I
have
take that
either.
back. I have seen him PO'd once, but it wasn't at anybody in TeamSpeak. He was talking about a certain member whose name shall remain anonymous.
So probably
Sure.
me.
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't anybody in TeamSpeak. It was somebody who used to come into the TeamSpeak a while ago.
Remember that Quentin guy that always used to come on?
He still
I
comes
think
on
he still does.
every now and again.
Oh, does he? I thought he was one
He was
of our
on
new
when he did the
hires.
big live stream.
Oh. Well, apparently I've never.
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm crashing, and the boom, and the bang, and the crash, and the boom. I just rolled a pickup truck. Yeah.
That's right.
I
Can't
just-
do the GPS.
I'm still alive. Note to self: don't try to go down that hill at 85 miles an hour. Your truck will start bouncing and like skipping off the road, and you like have a fiery inferno crash.
Am I allowed to say
Where
the
on
X
map
word?
could I go to sell eggs?
Never mind. It's not worth it.
Did you just say, can I see the X word? Is there even an X word?
Extreme.
It's
Okay.
extreme is censored.
I think there is something wrong with this sprayer because I cannot turn it on and
You're
stay
running
at
it,
a reasonable
Zach. There's your
ping.
problem. You're an incompetent operator.
Dude, every time I turn the sprayer on, my ping shoots up to like 2,000. And then climbs to 4,000 until I shut it off.
Hey, yeah, I definitely say there's a problem there.
Yeah, T, you can have it.
Zach's like, I want out.
Crayola.
Don't get me wrong, it's a nice sprayer, but holy crap,
Oh, the Crayola is great.
dude.
Isn't that your thing? Isn't that your thing, Ryan? You just,
Oh, yeah.
whenever you can't figure it out, you just scream Crayola.
Oh yeah.
Sounds about right.
That's what I do at work.
He has the kindergarten kids really confused when he goes to the school.
Jesus.
Hey, I don't like you either, lady. Who's screaming, who I have no idea who that is.
Wow.
This is really getting bored doing 26 feet at a time.
Yeah, you remember that little 6-row planner idea? It's not too late to upload that to the server.
I was gonna set up auto turn, to be honest. Okay, give me a minute here. I shall
I've never been able to do
Woody
that.
the Woodpecker stuff. The Woody the Woodpecker laugh?
You did what in your turn?
I don't even remember what that sounds like. Remember. Oh, that's right. Whoa, car! Ouch!
Jesus.
Well,
He
there goes a
didn't
family
stop.
of 6.
We can be runaways running from.
So, for those of you watching the live stream, what you just saw would have resulted in probably a couple of fatalities. It's a good thing
We're
this
just
is
going
a
to
game.
pretend that none of that happened.
You saw nothing.
He drove off and my tractor still runs, so nothing happened.
He hit me. I was not at fault for this.
You know what I just
Actually, he
realized?
did hit me.
According to the shifting lever on this tractor I'm driving, I'm currently driving this thing at 23 miles an hour in park.
I should probably be concerned right
Whoa!
now.
I just got passed.
Like
By
you
who?
was sitting still.
Oh. Cummins passed me. We have currently
Still-
21 people watching.
Uh-oh.
Hello, 21
Behave.
people. Quickly, jump a street. Get it? That joke wasn't that bad.
Really?
That was bad.
Yes.
You,
know
you
it
could
was.
also make that joke with 22,
Like-
which we're at right now. Oh, 23.
See, this just gets so like that wouldn't even qualify as a dad joke. Not even a dad would have laughed at that joke. Which is
Wow.
something that we should be very sad about.
Oh, wait a minute. We could be disking this field across the road from the corn. 14.
Oh my god,
Divide and
dude.
conquer.
Cut the 27-30 in half. One half of it goes to the 14, one half of it stays in 30.
When we stopped in on our way home from Half Century of Progress, we stopped at the Kinsey plant, and they took a John Deere like an 8970 and a Case, I think it's 9330 is the model number. They literally just cut the tractor, two tractors in half, and put them together, and then they're hooked to a planter, 36-row planter that is up straight up in the air. Like the tractors are on their nose on the ground, and the whole works go straight up in the air. They also have one of their larger grain carts bolted, hanging from the side of one of their signs at their plant.
This is the Kinsey plant that makes like planters and stuff, right?
Yeah, like planters, grain carts. They've got that stuff like mounted up. Like the grain cart's mounted right off the side of their sign that says Kinsey Manufacturing. And then the planter and tractor are just standing on the nose going straight up. And the planter's unfolded too.
Yeah, we mounted the Plano and the tractors up there.
Yeah,
they bought them
yeah, 'cause
down,
it used to be
painted
one
them.
of their older planters, and it was a John Deere 8440 four-wheel drive. Now it's the new one. I mean, yeah, that's gotta take some work to do that.
Wow, my ping is unbelievably high.
I'd believe it.
I think it's time to invest in better internet.
I would say so too.
Mr. McGordy says that the planter used to turn with the time of day.
I think he's. Can I say it?
Like
Please?
a what kind of
No.
clock is that? Sundial?
He makes it sound like the whole planter turned.
Jeez. I don't think that, because the planter, when we got there, the planter was squared with the highway, and it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so...
Well, bear in
I'm gonna
mind he
keep
said
drinking
used
my
to.
beer and totally forget I just sent that text. Oh, beer's great.
Unless you're
Okay,
underage,
this lag
kids,
isn't
then
too bad.
You know, Chris, me and you are gonna have a serious talk. That
This
doesn't need to
before
be
or
said.
after your serious talk with Trent?
We'll have a conference talk.
Actually, no, we're gonna
Conference
do.
User was
Uh,
moved out of your channel. Left your channel.
Really? Well, apparently there's a conference going on a couple rooms away. So, what's everyone else doing?
User was moved to your channel. User joined your channel.
There we go.
Been lectured.
Come here.
You get done with your Donnybrook?
Odo.
Ryan. Hey. Stay out of it.
Brian just got told to stay out of it. Whatever it is.
Apparently we're not
Sorry,
allowed to
Mama,
have
stay out of
currency. Were you in Dad's secret stash?
Yeah, I was.
Get out of the cookies. They're not yours.
That's a good way
Put
to
your
wake
hand on
up.
the counter. Mom, give me the belt.
Yeah, that's basically how
I
that
demand
conversation ends up going.
justice.
You will pay for what you've done.
Hey, I found where I sell the eggs. Yay!
Hey, I found out I'm adopted. I'm Chris.
Again?
Again, my
Oh.
parents chose me.
Keep telling yourself that. If that's what you got to tell yourself every night.
For others.
There's nothing wrong with being adopted. It doesn't make a difference.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Is he aware that we are on live stream? He should be notified of that before he starts saying things that he should not be saying on live internet. Oh, pfft. Hish posh.
Wow.
I understand the actions of my consequences.
What? Why is there a ledge right here? I'm stuck.
Because Mother Nature.
Cummins, why did you spell your name with a hashtag? It says C hashtag Mummins.
Mummins. Cotton-headed ninny mummins.
Mummins powered. Hashtag Mummins powered.
Woo! Hey, you can drift this pickup truck. Can confirm. That's a ledge. Oh boy. I was driving the pickup, and I drove off of a concrete barrier, and I basically Dukes a Hazard that. If I was a couple more inches off the ground, I would have nosedived this thing right into a 4-lane highway.
I was hauling a load of hay, and it was really
moved to
heavy
your
on the
channel.
rear end, and it lifted the front end of the truck and threw me right off into one of the deepest ditches on that map.
Hola, JD. Welcome to the live stream.
Oh boy. Oh, I just took out a road sign.
Cummins,
oh
I'll
boy.
trade you
Oh boy.
places.
Hey, note to self: do not drive this. It's that little blue '85 Ford Ranger. Do not drive that over like
Zach,
bad things
Right.
I'm
happen.
bored of my
Ryan.
job.
What?
I'm bored of this. Do we have another truck to help John Deere mounting out? Or what's his
Should.
nuts, Cummins? Alright,
Should
time
have
to
another
start
truck somewhere.
randomly tabbing. Ooh, whose black pickup is this?
Is
What,
that?
semi?
I think that's Steve's truck.
Okay, well, let's
I
move
think-
on
Was that
to
you
the
that?
ride.
Was that you on the old map that put Trent's truck in the slurry pit?
I think I put the payloader in the slurry pit.
Yeah, but you tried to use the pickup to push it out, I thought, and you ended up getting that stuck in there. So I had to use the payloader to like lift it out.
No, that was you. You put the pickup in there being a Dumbo, and I pushed you up.
A dingleberry.
A
Oh
two
boy,
kiss.
that's a wall.
And we only have a belly dump, and I'm sure a belly dump.
If that was real life, I would
great.
have died in a fiery explosion.
Sarah Hink says, "Hey,
Sarah.
Well, hey
Hink.
there, Sarah.
Who's Sarah Hink?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sarah Hink is Sarah Hink, I'd imagine. That seems legit. Can we all agree on that?
Thanks, Chris.
No problem. Anytime, Dips.
do you call him Dips?"
Dips. I don't know. Ryan does it every now and again, so I've started to kind of adopt it to me just to kind of make fun of him.
Wow. How does that make you feel, Ryan?
Crayola.
You know, it really makes. It really. I can't say it.
I love how he starts by taking a deep breath.
Just like, oh, I'm gonna unleash my
Well,
powers
you
on the
know.
interwebs tonight.
Well,
I can't even
since you
say that on
asked.
live stream. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's talk now. So, what are you talking about, Zach?
Let's cut the
Jesus.
Crayola intake back about 20%.
I heard the reason why The Simpsons was yellow was because Homer jammed a yellow crayon up his nose.
I thought that was gonna go somewhere else. I'm not gonna lie.
Cannot confirm. I don't know. Apparently, it's because yellow is the dumbest color in the rainbow.
You're the dumbest color in the rainbow.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. That's the
At least
worst
he's
thing
on the
you've got.
rainbow.
Taste the rainbow, or feel the rainbow. Taste the Why is there a random...
Lag.
Why is there a random strip of grass growing through?
Cause there can be.
I'm gonna go.
Cause it's a rebel.
This 9 hours a true sack of
Dog poop.
Dude, what do you do?
Ryan. Put the beer down
Use your words.
and grab some coffee.
I don't think coffee is what he needs.
Yeah, I think it's beer is what I need right now.
I don't know. I think some coffee would do some good.
Dude. Coffee would be the opposite. I gotta get up at 6 or 5 tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do the opposite right now.
So then when you wake up in the morning, you just put Red Bull in your coffee.
Red Bull gives me wings! I can fly!
Or in this case, probably a heart attack.
Vodka gives you 4x4.
Tequila gives you the ability to drop clothes.
Get out of it! Sit up!
Tim Healy says hi, guys.
Hello,
How
Mr.
you
Healy.
doing?
Watch out, puppy!
Oh, look! I got a selfie from Ryan. Ugh.
Uh-oh.
What?
I'm kidding.
Ryan's like, am I that drunk?
No, but I do have a selfie of him. He just sent it to me.
That's fucking weird. I know I said that. Oh, I know I did.
User was kicked out of your channel.
Ruh-roh.
Have to be fair.
User joined your channel.
Alright. He's gonna do some explaining.
That was me.
Get ready,
The rules
kids.
have to apply. There's no exceptions.
You like my sunglasses in that selfie, Zach?
I like how we change topics. They are very styling.
They're not the white ones. I didn't forget my welding mask at home this time.
Sweet. Tim asks, are you all playing on multiplayer mode? Yes.
No,
if
we're
you
all
can
playing on
see.
single player mode.
Some of us. I'm playing on
Well,
single player
maybe.
mode because I'm a rebel.
Because nobody loves Chris, that's why.
Yep. I am the unwanted stepchild that lives in everyone's basement.
That's just weird.
Why are you in my basement?
Yeah.
Because free Wi-Fi.
Wow. Free 10
That's
millimeter
it.
sockets and free Wi-Fi, and Tim Hortons, may I add. All great
That's it.
things.
That's how you
That's
get
it.
a
We're putting
Canadian
the
diesel
password on.
mechanic in your van.
I hope he got what a 10 millimeter reference was for.
Socket? Okay, yeah, I
No.
understand.
Come on.
Yeah. We're not going to get into the explaining of this. Moving on.
One
You-
Mississippi.
Are you seriously kidding me, Chris? You don't get that?
No, I got the reference.
What's it for then?
Well, I'm not going to say it on live stream.
Dude, it's to work on my pickup truck.
Oh, was that where you get the 4x4 from the vodka?
My Toyota
No,
can
that's
do
when you get out and
anything.
crawl.
Except
do you mean?
start.
Nah, Tim, we are on multiplayer, and when I get to a good spot here, I'll show you. It's just we're spread out. Well, here, there's a map, actually. There's a couple people in there.
Yeah, you
Ryan,
can
are
take a
you in that
Toyota
chopper?
apart with a 10 mil socket. So that's why I said free 10 mil
Ryan.
sockets. What?
Are you in that chopper?
No.
Oh.
He's
Is
spending
somebody
your
else in that
hard-earned
chopper?
money. No, a hired worker is.
Oh.
And what are you doing wasting corn there, Commons? Come on, speak.
As we always tell Ryan, use your words.
I don't want to hear pop cans being thrown as words.
Although Ryan tries to that once in a while.
This is not a smart idea.
What are you doing?
What does it sound like I was doing?
Like
pouring
choking
liquids into
some
a
beer
cup.
down.
Putting what into a cup?
Liquid.
Oh, yeah.
You did what in your...
You
That's
did
fun.
what in your cup?
I poured the last of my beer over Milwaukee. The other one. I'm gonna chug the last of this beer now. If I puke, sorry.
Don't do it on the live stream, please.
Ugh.
Really?
What?
Really?
Yeah, really.
Thanks, Tips. Now we're gonna get flagged for alcohol referencing. Get our YouTube licenses taken away. Goes to jail.
Whoa, hold on. We need a license for that?
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't
Exactly.
file for the
Oh.
license? Oh, we're in big trouble.
Ooh. Shut up. Nobody knows.
You all didn't see anything.
I mean, of course we've got a license.
What
Yeah,
are you
we've
doing?
got a license.
Go home. You're drunk.
No, I'm pretty sure you're the one that's hammered.
You made me disconnect my plow. What?
Use your words.
English, man, English.
No, I don't want to use my words.
Well, neither do
All
we.
right, then make
but-
noises. I can really see Ryan not like accidentally, like doing this on purpose, but going into a store with someone and then behaving like a 5-year-old because it's funny.
You just hear me? No, son, they don't have your size. But mommy!
No, you don't even use words.
That's all you hear him say. And then his mom just said, use your words.
No! Oh, lordy.
He turns into the Tasmanian devil.
Sorry, son, they don't have your size. What do you mean? No! Oh, damn it.
And then he tries to do like the Tasmanian devil and spins away.
Yeah.
Ends up breaking through the store's window. Look, Mom, I did it!
Crashes
no
into a
hands.
shelf and knocks everything off it.
Jesus Christ.
Easy now.
And our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Suddenly it's not a swear word.
Well, it isn't. What I love,
Not when you use it that
when
way.
my boss get pissed, he just screamed, "God bless America," or "Jesus Christ is our Lord and
Nice.
Savior." And it was hilarious. Dude, the customers will look at him like, "Oh, did you just cuss?" And then they finish it up with the rest of it and be like, "Oh, okay, no, he didn't."
Son of a! That's good. I'm really starting to question who seeded this field. There's a grass strip.
I'd say he still did.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
I think Trent's is being stuck up here, to be honest.
That's a swear word.
What?
I heard the F-bomb.
No, I did not say the F-bomb, Chris.
I didn't hear the F-bomb.
I heard an F-bomb.
I just said that Trent was being a little stuck up here.
We'll have to set up after hours. Maybe we can do that. We can have a YouTube channel called the After Hours, and we'll have the live stream, and then afterward we'll have the after hours.
You might.
I don't know.
Trent, no. Just flat out no.
Yeah, you said it when Trent was here. If Trent wasn't here, it might be a different story.
It would still probably be a, I don't think so.
Katie boy could
Hey,
do
we
it.
can have some fun. Tell us in the comments what you would think about an after hours thing. All we're
Just
gonna see
remember,
is nope,
after hours
nope,
means
nope.
we're all
These people
drunk.
are already crazy enough when they're quote unquote supposed to be sane. I don't want to see what they look like when they get drunk.
Chris is
But
the
we
only.
don't get drunk for
Chris
that.
and Trent are the only
okay.
two sober people.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
Are you drink? Oh, wow. What are you drinking tonight, Zach, or not?
I have a beer with me, but I'm not drunk.
Well, you're drinking, so therefore you are technically not sober. I guess that's a good question. When are you considered not sober? After consuming alcohol or after hitting
To the
legal
point
limit?
that you're not able to function normally, I would think.
If that was the case, I'm always drunk.
Drunk
that was
with no
just about
beer.
the stupidest thing you've ever said.
Oh,
He's
no.
just drunk on
Pretty sure
life.
I've said stupider.
No. I was gonna just tell you a story, but I totally zoned out.
Story time.
Was no, I found out where the hood latch or the hood button is to open up the hood on the 966 today.
That took him. That was what, 6 days?
966. What is that?
Yeah,
A wheel loader.
Oh, okay.
A big wheel loader. It's a big Tonka toy.
Nice.
Yeah, you are stuck up, Trent.
I wouldn't say Trent is stuck up.
Okay, not stuck up. Maybe just strict to the rules.
That's
The one thing
not
is,
always
Trent,
a bad thing, you
Like
know?
the way you described your sisters, I figured like they were like, okay, how do I put this?
He basically thought they weren't smoking hot, and when he showed up, they were smoking hot and want
I didn't
numbers.
say anything like that.
What?
I
Do we have to
said
talk
that.
that
I
way?
figured like they were like the how do I put this? Like they were the Mormon kind. Like okay, that came off bad too. But I thought like they were kind of like
Dude.
Yeah, no
Just
kidding.
stop.
You're
I'm
messing
just
this
gonna
up.
shut
You
up
better
now.
just blow your head.
Would very devout match
yes,
what you're thinking?
There we go. But they
Like
seemed like average
strict adherence.
people. Yeah, but they seemed like average people.
It seems like average people. That's gonna be a kick in the knackers, bro.
That
Wow.
it sounded like a backhanded compliment.
Yeah. No shit. I'm gonna get off now because it's getting hard to filter myself.
Like when you were talking about your sisters, basically, I think of like the old like gray dress with the white polka dotted blouse
No.
and like just extreme strictness. Which I'm not saying. They were
Drive
some people that used to
forward,
go to my
John.
church that were like that. She's now shaved her head in the Marines and like a totally different person. But hey, that's how
Pull
life
forward,
goes.
pull forward, pull forward, forward, forward. Stop. That's speed. Do cruise control number 10.
Okay, so here's a funny, interesting topic to talk about.
Nope, nobody.
Don't
does.
you
Oh, boy.
hate that
Go
when
home.
somebody does something like that, where okay, so you're talking about somebody, and then they say something that's like Ryan's example, saying that I thought Trent's sisters were smoking hot. You want to say no to that because you don't want to be bad, but on the other hand, is that going to make the person mad saying that you think they're ugly? I mean, how do you combat a situation like that?
I wouldn't say saying they're ugly, but implying it.
okay, yeah, you're not directly out coming saying no.
Well, the
they're
way
not.
you told it to me, Chris, you sounded like you made it sound like they were pretty ugly.
I didn't say that they were ugly. I just said that seeing them in person, they weren't the kind of people that made me think that they were. I guess is the best way to put it. But I'm not saying like specified for trying. Because like, okay, you've ever had that moment where you're hanging out with your best friend, and let's say your crush is there, and they're like, "Oh, hey, forward. They're like, "Oh yeah," and they totally drop that, like, "Hey, he's got a crush on you." And you're kind of sitting there like scared out of your mind. Like, have you guys ever had an instance like that? I guess is the best way to put it. Because that's not, well, granted, if most of the people in here are 10, I highly doubt that's the distance that they're running into yet. But let's say that they're in their
know how to
teens.
drive a semi. Holy bedazzled jeans.
People still do that? Or is it just
Come and
Ryan that
set your-
bedazzles his jeans?
Set your cruise control to 10.
Holy.
No!
Called Prime. Is
Nobody
anybody in
loves
here? Is anybody in here used to go by the name of Prime? Not me. What about you, Ryan? Did your username used to be Prime?
What?
Tim Healy said, "I hear someone who sounds like a guy I used to know called Prime." So I'm wondering, is there anyone in here who used to have a username by the name of Prime?
I'm more curious to know who sounds like it.
Yeah, who sounds like it?
Okay, we'll sound off one at a time. I'll start. Is it me, Tim?
Let's do it this way. If he sounds like me, type a number 1.
Me, number 2. Chris, number 3.
Chris, speak.
Hola.
Hey, Jose.
We'll do it that way.
Hey, Yola and Windex. No.
No.
Okay, that doesn't answer the question.
Yeah.
None of us.
Me? I've never gone
One.
by the name Prime.
He wants to be Optimus Prime.
Autobots, roll out.
Autobots, roll up.
Autobots,
Let's do this.
Let's dance. Hey, I want to taco.
Let's do the... Oh, what's that called? The dance. It's,
Nice hint there, Trent. Way to go. That wasn't subtle.
Did it
All right,
need to be?
I'm getting off. I'm too drunk for this. Have fun. Bye.
Really?
What do you mean?
Well, thank you, Tim. We try.
Yep. Do our best
Goodbye.
anyway.
You're all adopted.
Again, our
really,
parents
Ryan?
wanted us, Ryan.
Live. I'll remember that. At least I wasn't drop kicked down the stairs and named after a bunch of pots and pans being thrown down the stairs.
Okay. Go down to your mom with your mic on and say, "Mom, did you want me when I was born?" And I want to hear the
I
answer.
don't want to hear that. I don't do that.
Mom, did
No,
you want me when I was
no.
born? No, did you want me?
User was kicked out of
There.
your channel. User joined your channel.
You!
No.
I actually got the answer.
No.
Yeah, well, Zach kicked you out, so I guess you're gonna be the only one that knows that answer.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
I'm
don't
out.
want to hear it.
User disconnected from your channel.
Really?
Who left?
Ryan?
Ryan, come back! Ryan, come back! You can blame it all on me!
Wow. It's quiet. Yes, Tim, we are on
quiet.
TeamSpeak.
We are on the American Eagles of the TeamSpeaks.
We are, however, in a locked channel, though, just so that we can control who comes in, because we don't really want to be dropping bad words.
We still don't know how
here.
that Ryan guy got the password.
I think he's a server admin. I don't even remember the password to this channel.
I don't think we even set one. I think it's just locked so only server admin can get in here.
Oh no!
People that we drag in
when
here.
I made the channel, there was a password. I don't remember what I set it to though.
Is that the admin password to get into the server?
Nope.
Like ours. Okay, so it's different.
I'm pretty sure. Now I don't remember. Huh.
I thought he was just leaving for dramatic flair. Is he gonna come back or?
He says only Zach, Chris, and I know it.
Oh, well,
I
then
don't
it's
know
okay,
it.
I know which password it is then. It's
oh, is it? I'm not saying it.
It's that one. It's that one. Light bulbs.
No, I'm not even gonna say that, because if anyone finds out, they could do a bunch of bad stuff with it.
Go check out the after hours chat. Ryan, come back. You can blame it all on me.
Alfalfa 6945 asks, is TMZ ever going to get a mic?
Probably not. Hey, Alfalfa.
Hi.
Oh, that was Trent. Dun, dun, dun. He speaks, just not very often, because he doesn't want to disturb the other members of his household.
You know, we should get him like a high-end broadcast microphone.
Like one of those Yeti mics like my brother has, that's like extremely expensive.
I'm thinking like headset. Like navigator in an airplane type headset.
Let's do it.
That way he can whisper and we will hear him clearly.
Oh, okay. Our next live stream won't be for it, but the one after the next one will be. I thought we were going to do a live stream, like we were going to do a charity thing tonight, even though we didn't have a mod for Texas.
Yeah, I think setting it up was time consuming and we couldn't get it done in time.
I'll have to try and plan it for another time then. Hopefully soon. They got a lot of rain down there. There was I saw somebody was talking, they were showing a picture of a stoplight, and it was right up to the bottom of the stoplight. That stoplight is 17 feet tall. According to the meteorologist that made the post. I mean, apparently they've got some really bad flooding down there.
Alfalfa says, hi guys. Hello.
Hola, muchacho. Quiet for the sisters. I don't... Okay. See, you're getting me in trouble here, because I can say that I don't think they're ugly, but then it's going to be misconstrued as another thing, and I'm not going to play your word game.
Would it be fair to say that they're not ugly, they're just not your style?
Okay, we'll go with that.
Well,
Besides, it would be really weird to be like crushing on his sisters, and I've like met them like for like 2 minutes. Because basically, when I walked in the barn with Trent, they walked out and did their own thing.
I want a bar. Well, I mean, when you really think about it, it's not that weird just to have met him for 2 minutes and have a crush on him, because that happens all over the place.
Okay. Okay. I guess.
I think your dilemma is it's Trent's sisters.
You don't want to mix friends and their sisters and dating their sisters, because it doesn't end well. I'm not speaking from experience, but I have seen it happen plenty of. Well, I guess then I could say I'm speaking from experience, but I've seen it happen. And yeah,
you've observed it.
I have observed it. It usually does not end well. Yeah.
I've got a response. I'm not sure if I should say it though, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
I don't want to say it.
Well,
not on the live stream, I don't.
Well, I mean, it's never stopped anyone else before.
Well, it should.
Is that where you were going with that?
No.
Oh. Well, this is awkward.
Alright, you want me to just message it to you? Both, I guess?
YOLO! Go for it.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
alright. Wait a minute, there's a Facebook chat for that.
Da, 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 to the face of the books.
To the face of books.
Are you the youngest, Trent? I thought you were the oldest. You're the oldest. Well, they can't be that much older than me because you're only 3 years older than I am.
I think within 1 or 2 years would be fine.
Ew. I did not realize that you were that old.
Oh.
I thought you were like 24.
He says, nope.
That moment when you this random person just puts a sad face next to your comment and you have no idea what they're talking about. Like, you know, you can do the reactions thing now on Facebook, and people like
Go on.
words. Yeah, so that's borderline weird.
Oh, to what I said?
Yeah. People are in the conversation on the live stream like, what the heck are these people talking about?
Trent's sisters. I guess is the best thing to say there.
You and all.
Huh?
Nothing.
Go ahead.
That's getting
Don't
to
be
the
shy.
borderline uncomfortable part.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really want to say it.
Awkward age range.
Oh, never mind. Something. Okay, yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey there, Baymax. Hey there, Baymax.
Who?
Haven't you ever seen that with the big Michelin man? Big fluffy robotic health droid or whatever? The Disney movie. Oh, well, in there there's a part where he's like blah, 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 blah. He makes this really weird sound, and it sounded you actually made a good impression of it right then and there.
Now this field, 14? Yeah, 14. Did we need to rip first? Because I'm disking right now.
I have found out though, I don't know if it's just this map, but if you have like stubble that's got cultivated texture underneath it, you cannot hire a worker with a cultivator. He'll like go, as soon as you hit the button, he'll just complete his task. That was extremely annoying. And what I had to do was hook up a plow and plow it all, then hire the worker with the cultivator to go over and cultivate it while I went and plowed up the other fields.
Nice.
Sounds like a traumatic experience. So you're telling me I whip it all with the 2730 for nothing?
Oh no, you'll have to rip it up anyway, because I think we've got periodic plowing set on the server, so ripping it up will renew our soil, so we'll get a better yield in the next year.
Oh, so we only rip to demonstrate the tractors. Got it. So does that mean we can sell them and make some of our money back? Do we still have them?
Yeah, we got 3 of them.
Oh.
Only about what, $100,000 sitting there.
On the arms for the crumblers. Well, if we ever get around to it, Mr. Gordy.
I kind of like whipping sometimes though.
I miss doing D-Village when I used to do that for my grandpa.
So maybe what we do is we take plow scripting or whatever off of the discs, and then we use a rippers every 3rd year. Or we have a 3-year rotation, and we rip it after the 3rd crop.
Well, if you were going to do that, then we could raise sugar beets, because you do sugar beets on the 3-year rotation. So let's say after you do the sugar beets, then you'd rip. Or do you want to use...
Harvesting those would suck.
I know. But we needed... Well, it'd be nice if we actually had some American sugar beet equipment, because it's a lot
like some
bigger.
Decently large equipment?
Oh, yeah, because like normal sugar beet equipment, you've got quite a bit more header to pick it up with.
Well, if you've got something JDM, let's have it.
Yeah, they got 12
I'm assuming
headers now.
The topper that's in game is pretty close, and I think there's an Alloway topper out there.
I'm assuming you're talking sugar beet equipment, right?
Yeah, Alloway top of the 12-row header on the harvester.
Well, tell you what if we did a release thing for that stuff as a charity?
Well, we can talk about that more later. Don't want to pressure anybody on live stream, on the live internets.
Oh, come on. It would improve your, drawing a blank. The word was right there. Reputation.
There you go. The man who changed the sugar beet farms of FS forever.
And did it in a kind to somebody way.
Alrighty.
Alright, that's fine. Lag.
Funny, most of the time when because I've got it playing in the background with the volume cranked down the live stream, and by the time we finish a conversation is when it starts on the live stream. Like, that's how bad of a latency we have.
Why do you even have sound going on that?
Because I like to hear myself.
Oh, I thought you just posted a link.
Does.
A link to download something, and all of a sudden I'm going, wait! Everybody on the live stream can see that!
It's a picture. Hey, that's a pretty nice, what is that, an Alloway?
Oh, wow.
Like, I... Never heard of Lenco before.
Google search.
And sound effect for the win.
Lenco sugar beet. There's a YouTube video for a folding windrower. 8-row self-propelled. Huh.
On my way home with the little cancer tractor. At least that's what the city folks think.
Is Lenco a sugar beet harvester or potato harvester? Because I see potato harvesters.
Well, theoretically, don't they basically do the same thing? They pull the potato up out of the ground, or in this case, sugar beet, tumble it to get the dirt off of it.
I'm thinking the main difference is how hard it tumbles it.
Amity. Okay, I've heard of them
But
before.
potatoes... I think potatoes, you gotta pick roots apart and stuff because of how the potato grows on the roots.
Okay. Well,
I don't think you have to do that with sugar beets because it's 1 beet per plant.
Okay.
It's like a carrot. The whole root system is the sugar beet. Potatoes grow on the roots.
Yeah, well, it's what? Amity is like a really dark green, isn't it? Or is it a red?
What?
Amity. I can't remember their color scheme.
I'll look it up here.
Red or dark green. Okay, so both. Basically what I just said. Yeah, because like, where I used to live was like prime sugar beet country in Minnesota, so you saw a lot of sugar beet farmers. Well, I've seen dark green ones here in the U.S. too.
Whoa! Look at this!
What'd you do?
Let me share this picture. Or a better one, actually. Oh, that's for potatoes. Doggone it.
No! Use your words.
Ba-ding!
We now got 1.5 in the bunker.
Wait,
Awesome.
is that 1,000 or million?
Million.
Yay!
How many million bush liters is that?
I don't know, quite a few, I'd imagine. We need to get Ryan back in here. It's getting quiet. Too quiet.
You should have seen him trying to on the top of it. It wasn't pretty.
Oh, I remember what I was doing. I gotta look up amnesty.
Amity. Amnesty.
Yeah, that's not what he put.
How to seek asylum in Russia.
Oh, you misspelled it.
Spelling is nobody's strong suit.
All right.
Hey, Max. Hello, kitty.
Is that the same thing? The one you posted a picture of, is that Yeah, you can speak if you want. There's nothing against that. Just watch your language, please.
Yes, we frown upon the bad words of the English language. Hey, Max. For those of you who are wondering who the heck Max is, he is my little cat. Sometimes he gets adventurous and decides to come in my room and jump in my face.
What we need is one of those big bone choppers with the tank on the back.
Crescent City boys Seth, Blake, and Ryan say hi. Hello, Seth, Blake, and Ryan.
I lost my tab. Oh, there it is.
No! Oh no!
Hello!
Havoc crisis mode activated.
Did you find that sugar beet equipment?
I think I did. Oh look, a suggestion on the list while I'm watching the live stream on the other computer is top 7 most satisfying cold starts.
You guys
What is that supposed to
hear
mean?
a cold start in Cummins? Gonna fire me up, semi truck and 30 below, and you'll watch it lop and lop and lop as you spray the ether into the turbo. I have me a grand old time.
You could probably talk better if you pulled the, oh, what's it called? It's a tool that you have in the shop.
A wrench.
No, it's a file. You'd probably talk easier if you pulled the file out of your throat. You know, I'm going to open that video, and I'm going to tell you guys what they think is the 7 most satisfying cold starts.
Listening to myself back on the live stream, that sounded so creepy.
There's a Pete on one of them that shoots flames out the exhaust.
Our 4-wheel drive did that one time. That was a little scary. Got a little too much ether into the crankcase and fired a flame up the stack. Grandpa's just like, burnt out some carbon.
This cornfield's about done. I can't believe no one's stopped the rest of this yet since the live stream.
Wow, okay. One of them was an old van that had never been started in like 7 years, and they started it up, and the entire engine compartment filled with white smoke immediately.
Try looking up a diesel truck engine runaway. You ever see a turbo or a diesel engine runaway before, Zach?
Nope.
Oh, it's a sight to see.
Kinda costly though.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, it completely toasts the motor. Your only hope is if you've got the hood open, like if you're working on it when it goes and runs away, is to jam some rags or something to jam the turbo. But make sure you've got a big enough wad, because otherwise it'll suck your hand in there and you won't have a hand.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, even if you cut the fuel, a lot of times they run away on vapors from like carb cleaner or, you know, whatever you're spraying in the shop. And of course, diesel engines create their combustion by compression. So even if you cut your diesel fuel, the compression from the cylinders going, you're not gonna stop it, even if you can shut the fuel off. Because I know somebody had a pickup truck run away. They were following an old car that was yeah, don't use the clipboard. But his pickup ran away. He was following a really old car, and it was just fumes of gas. Like he could smell it in the cab, and the truck sucked it in through the intake, and the engine on his pickup ran away. Even though he shut the key off, it was too late. It sucked all that fuel into the cylinders, and it exploded because of the compression, and it just blew the engine in his pickup up.
Number 2 was a Formula F1 race car that had not been started in 12 years, and what looked like an entire can of starting fluid. And the next one they have on the list is a Puget, whatever.
Puget?
Yeah, that one. 505 GTIs. Last started 14 years ago.
Something on a cold on a engine that's been sitting like that. It's a good way to wash the cylinders down.
Our four-wheel drive, that thing was a Cummins, and that thing was just so it was so cold-blooded. I remember it was 75 degrees out, and I went to try and start it, and it wouldn't start. I had to go get ether. I mean, jeez.
Something's not right.
It was an 855 big cam with like 4,800 hours on it. So, I mean, motor was getting up there in age.
That one took a couple different tries, but they started it. Bless you, I guess?
You ever see someone blow a intake off of a diesel from using stock fluid on a good heated engine?
I did watch my buddy blow a head gasket on his Pontiac Grand Am trying to start it with starting fluid. That was pretty funny. Like, he took the intake off and just sprayed a crap in. I'm like, dude, don't start that car. Yeah, it'll be fine. Turns the key and boom!
A Caterpillar G7.
But it ran away?
No, on a cold day they're starting it.
Oh.
And they're surprised that it even starts.
Hell, did you see the one that they have to light a fire under it to warm it up to get the smoke?
Oh, the one of them they had to take a hairdryer and warm up the oil pan. You know what I had heard used to be done, and this is a long time ago. There was a one-room schoolhouse that had a school bus. Well, because of how cold it got, they had to drain the oil out of the thing when they parked it and put it over the stove all night. Otherwise, it wasn't going to start in the morning. But again, this is way back. We're talking like a Ford Model T or something.
Did they even make a school bus of that?
Well, I mean, relatively close to the Model T era. I don't know if it was a Model T or not.
Okay.
I also don't know if it was a full-fledged school bus or if they just used it as one. I don't know.
It's kind of cloudy on the patch over there.
Trying to think if there's anything else I need to do yet on my farm, or if I can fast forward to the next season. Well, I guess we're just gonna do a field tour quick on the pickup and check everything, make sure everything's fertilized and planted. And if so, I'll skip her along.
You could skip winter now?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to winter yet. I'm currently in early summer. I'm just driving and I'm gonna check and make sure all my fields are sprayed and fertilized and ready to go. So I can, before I fast forward. Actually, I think there's one field yet I gotta come over and, yeah, I gotta spray that one field yet. Alrighty, well, let's go check the other fields quick. Make sure there isn't any other fields that need to be done.
Next one's a Volkswagen, what's that, Passat.
Oh, one thing you can do, Cummins, though, is you can skip nighttime now.
Oh, I know that.
That was pretty nice.
That does help out a lot.
Yeah.
They claim stored in a garage for 22 years.
I kind of doubt that, but already.
That's what they claim. And it is starting rough.
The Volkswagen probably can't figure out whether it's supposed to be in the fake emissions mode or in the normal driving mode.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to really see something special, look up pedal pumping.
Oh boy! Oh boy! We're gonna crash! We're gonna crash!
Yeah.
Oh boy! I lost control of my pickup and yeah, I'm now upside down in a cornfield. My truck is floating. That's weird.
Yep.
Type in pedal pumping and check that out.
Caterpillar DW, did that say 21? Yeah, DW21. It's a old scraper. Looks like a Caterpillar. The first time it's been started in 10 years.
I think from now on I should, if I'm gonna play on here while we're streaming, I should stream too, because like these people are just, oh, I'm gonna crash. They're not even seeing what I'm doing. I mean, that truck was like 50 feet off the air. It's spinning around in a turbine. It's pretty amusing. I forget that little blue truck can do like 150, so I just hold the forward button, and all of a sudden I look down, the truck's hopping off the road because the road isn't perfectly level, and then I hit a ditch, basically Dukes of Hazzard.
I like how on some of this equipment they have to take a little, like a Honda small motor just to start it.
Well, like those big quarry trucks, a lot of those have a smaller engine that's their starter.
You gotta wonder on some of this large equipment how people have it and just let it sit for years and years and years.
Oh, there was a guy out by Franklin that used to have a big quarry excavator, and they were going to do a tiling job, and then he went out of business, and that tiling excavator sat there for like 30, 40 years until finally the city paid somebody to come and haul it off for scrap.
Alright, well that was kind of a crappy car, or not a crappy car, a crappy video. just closed it, and I was intending to back up to the stream. I think I'm gonna knock out this small patch here, and then I'll go over to where they're chopping and finish that.
Well, I suppose I'm probably gonna have to be bugging out of here not too much longer. Got school in the morning.
Stupid school.
I actually don't mind college. I like it so far. My instructors are pretty fun to get along with, so.
Backseat Ponce says hi.
Hello.
And then Double EZ says okay, ... bye.
Well, I'm not leaving yet. I've got a little field yet. I'm gonna try and spray and wait till he gets out of his program classes. What do you mean program classes? You're talking like my extracurricular classes that I have to take? Oh yeah, those are gonna be Pete. Yeah. I could have 16 of them in order to graduate. Yay! Humanites. What the heck is that?
Oh, humanities. Isn't that kind of a social study type thing?
I don't think I gotta do anything like that. Because you went for a 4-year, mine's only a 2-year program. I mean, I gotta have 16 credits outside of my class schedule in order to graduate, but I don't have to take anything like a social studies or reading or math class or anything like that. I mean, I could, but I don't think the master's in diesel mechanics is really going to make any difference if I have a degree or not. Yeah, get my doctorate in diesel tech. I don't even think you can. Dr. Chris, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, Ryan was running a ripper. Okay.
Yeah,
Doctor.
he tried
Yeah.
doing the
Chris
chopper
Diesel
too.
Doctor,
It failed.
MD.
The disc is kind of angled weird on this. It's like the back gangs are further in the ground than the front.
Well, I think the hitch on that tractor is too high. Without an adjustable hitch on the plow, it wants to ride high in the front and low in the back. I wish they had adjustable hitches on that 26, 23 and that Ripper.
Yeah,
Make them ride better for tractors that have higher hitches than what the plow of the Ripper has, you know.
I mean,
so we gonna come back and hit the this spot over here that's still got corn?
Yeah, if you give me a hand finishing that up, we can.
Oh, Ryan had the auto turn thing on. That's why it's trying to turn on me.
So you basically had it set up so you just sat there.
No wonder I got hung up in the trees a couple times.
I wonder he got bored.
Trevor wants to know where you go to school at, Chris.
South Central EDU in North Mankato. I think we went over this before. Same Trevor that I'm thinking of. It is. It's Trevor Hobarth. I think we talked about this last time we brought this up in... Was it our last live stream? I don't know. Maybe it was. Nope.
Learning how to fix my own tractor, so when I start farming, I don't have to pay the exorbitant shop rates that John Deere and Case seem to think that farmers can afford nowadays.
Well, look at that. When I hire a worker, it changes a person in the cab. So how come I cannot change the clothes I'm wearing? I should have the option of all of these outfits.
Yeah, gotta make your farmer pimpin'. He's gotta be styling. See, that's why I'm smart. I went to school to learn how to fix this crap, so this way I can fix it myself. Yeah, I have a class specifically dedicated to computer systems. I'll learn Case's computer system, John Deere's computer system. I don't know if we're going to be touching base on New Holland or not, but... Go back to the 90s, get run 8400s and 90s in the 60 and 70 series.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got the Overwolf thing on so that I can see everything and the stream can see everything. Any day now.
Any day now.
I had to turn back my limo.
Any day now. Oh yeah, I've driven the newer John Deere and Case tractors. Case I wasn't so impressed with, but I didn't mind the John Deere tractor.
Yeah, we gotta clean up that edge.
I drove an 8370R for one day running grain cart, and that was leaps and bounds better than the Magnum that I was driving as far as being able to control your speed. Worked so much better. Even the 8400 that I drove with the little grain cart was better than the Case Magnum because both of them had the kind of shuttle shift in them, so yeah. I mean, I can't remember which one it was. Well, the 8400 had the bump, so you'd bump it up a gear, down a gear. The other one was CVT is the Case H. The problem I had was the throttle handle was so stiff on that thing, you could not micro adjust it. Yeah,
I'd prefer the Oh, whoa! Need to turn the header on, retard.
Yeah, that helps.
No, I prefer the IVT. It's a lot smoother, I notice. I don't like the jerking or the shifting.
Well, and the suspended front end, you can drive across the field faster. With the Case, you don't have that suspended front end, so you're freaking bouncing around, smashing your head off the windows, trying to get across the cornfield at 6 miles an hour.
Well, you know how you fix the it's touchy problem, right? You turn the dial, you bump your speed down with that.
Well, yeah, on the IVT system, but on Case, they can't do that. What is every
I was
click?
talking JDM.
Yeah, on that little...
Because he thought they were too touchy.
On the John Deere, that little wheel for every click is like 0.1 mile an hour?
Depends. When you get above 3 miles an hour, then it goes every 2.
Even still, at every half mile an hour, I mean, you can control your speed so... I mean, there is a learning curve. Because basically my boss just threw me in the tractor and said, "Here, learn," because we were short the grain cart driver because we were working with another combine crew. So basically I ran both of the grain carts until the other guy got back. So I'd get our Magnum full, I'd drive that up, park it, run and go grab the 8370, run back with that, fill that up, and come back. And by that time, a truck driver would be there, so I'd dump the Case and get back to town. He'd leave. No sooner would I get the Case full, and then another truck driver would be back and unload the 8370. Then I just kept doing that all day long. Believe me, it was.
I think we should describe the IVT system a little better, because it goes by 0.02. From about 0 miles an hour up to, I think it's 1. And then when you get to 1 mile an hour, it goes by 0.1 until you get up to 3. And then it's 0.2 at 3. And when you get up to, I think it's 20, it just bumps you up 1 mile an hour apiece. Because at that rate, you don't need anything that precise. And to be honest, you don't need anything any more precise than 0.2 when you get above 3 miles an hour anyway.
Well, I mean, and like this way your transmission is doing all your shifting for you while you're running. Like when I was out in North Dakota, it's really hilly where I was at, so it's nice having the tractor figure that out so you can focus more on watching your positioning with the grain cart and that kind of thing. And with that tractor, it would automatically kick in your front wheel assist when you were going on a hill with a load. So that was another thing you didn't have to worry about, where with the Case, it was all manual. And if you forgot to shut it off and tried driving down the road, you'd mess up your gearbox.
On the road again. Wow, use your words.
Like my love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our ways on the road again.
You know what we should get?
What?
It is a straight cut header like the Zern for the forage chopper.
Okay.
That would cut the amount of work we have to do on collecting grass like in half.
Has a point. Well, we still have to bale. Well, we still have to do some baling. Bales are
Yeah,
easier
I
to
guess a
store.
little.
Do we really have anywhere we could store grass piles on the map?
I don't know.
I guess you could put it, if there's any hip roof buildings, you could put it in there.
Venkat says hello.
Hello, Mr. Bencat.
Wow, don't be so enthusiastic.
I'm sorry.
Whoa, overturn. I'm assuming we want the chopper back at the farm.
That's the general... Well, I don't know. Are we keeping it at the farm or are we keeping it at the dairy? That's a T question.
Okay, turning around. Yeah, I agree. Well, I think when I get this parked, we'll call that good, because I think we've been going for 3-ish hours now.
I just got an idea. Well, I don't think we'll be able to do it tonight because it's already getting too late. But what if we started doing after the live stream, we let the people that were in the live stream come in and talk with us in TeamSpeak? I know a couple of guys that do live stream. You can do that when they're done with the live stream, either before or after. They'll let people come into a public room and they'll talk with them, get to know them on a more one-to-one level. I don't know if that's anything we'd be interested in doing, but it's something to bring up.
Possibly.
I guess if you guys want to do it, I'd probably stick around until I get this field sprayed, and then I'm probably going to hop off.
Yeah, same here. I'm in the silage, getting it straightened up. I'll probably hop off.
So hop in, I guess if we're going to do this, then hop in the AEM TeamSpeak and just poke one of either TMZ Design or Zach.
Well, if you hop into TeamSpeak and you just look down the list, there's one called the MWB lobby. It is unlocked. You're free to join.
I'll move down there then.
So you can just hop in and jump in. So, but anyway, as soon as I find a place to park this and the lag dies down, yeah, we'll bring it in the shop. We probably need to work on the header a little. I'm sure it's got parts getting wore out. Somebody left the lights on the tractor.
Okay. ts.americaneaglesmodding.com. That's all one word.
need to, like, move this crane thing.
Rain thing.
It seems to get in the way.
One of those big light pods?
Kind of. It's like a motor crane. Something. It's big, and you can pull a standard car under it.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking
Kason, says hi. Hello. Alrighty then. Well, I think that'll do it for this live stream. Stay tuned for when the next one is, because I'm not sure when it is yet. And
Vista.
Little stuck, are ya? Carson asks. Oh, it's Carson. Did I say Kason earlier? Carson asked if we are modders, and the answer is kinda.
Well, you know enough how to unbreak something that we normally have broken in the first place. JDM is. For those
He
of
claims
you who
to be,
don't
but
know
I
your
haven't seen
acronyms,
much.
that's John Deere Modding over on the face of the book.
Like I say, he claims to be a modder, but I haven't seen much. Yeah.
He works in Maya. You do have quite a bit of stuff in Maya that still hasn't seen FS, so Trent does have a point.
We might be able to help with some of that, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Oh,
Carter says he subscribed. Thank you.
Hey! I find the one flippin' tree that has a collision on the entire frickin' map, and it has to be where I have to turn around. Go!
Okay. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Like you say, you can hop on TeamSpeak if you have it, and if you don't, you can go download it for next time. I don't know if we'll be around that long. But the address is all lowercase ts.americaneaglesmodding.com.
Or if you just
can also...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you'll go to americaneaglesmodding.com, along your left side, there'll be a little box that's got a bunch of writing in it, and it says, like, channels, and you'll see the people's names with little blue dots next to it. If you have TeamSpeak and you click on that, it'll automatically take you to the American Eagles modding server.
Yep, it's right below, or on the left side. You know, I should open the website and show it to everybody. Hold on.
There you go. And just so everybody knows, our server, to log into the server is not password protected, but there are password protected rooms on the server, so keep that in mind. You can't just go hopping in anybody's room willy-nilly.
Okay, you should be able to see the website now. I'm hung up here, hold on. As you'll see here at the American Eagles website, at americaneaglesmodding.com. If that's too hard for you to find, just go to Google and type in American Eagles Modding, and it should take you to the website. But when you get to the website, you'll see all of this. You'll see the handy donate button right here. That does not go to us. That goes to support the website, which is completely separate from Modders
From our
Without
thing.
Borders. Completely
Not
separate,
same.
but you can donate to help them go. But you scroll down the page, and right below where it says users, online, and everything, right next to where the downloads are, the download list, the latest one, to the left of that is what we were talking about, the box for the TeamSpeak. And there you can see all of us in there right now. Although that room is locked because we got to be careful with what we say on TeamSpeak. Or not TeamSpeak, but the stream. I mean, TeamSpeak too, but you get the idea. You get the idea.
We don't want to have just anybody and their grandma hopping in here swearing up a storm, and then we got to ban them and can't remove that from the live stream. So then we get all mad at ourselves for letting it happen, and it spirals into depression. And yeah, you get where it goes from there.
Yeah, but if you have TeamSpeak and you scroll down, you'll see MWB lobby right here. My mouse is hovering over it. You'll have to scroll down that list a little bit. I believe if you just click that, it'll open up TeamSpeak, if you have it installed, and connect you to that channel, as long as there's not a password on it. And the ones without passwords, you can see because the little, what is that, a file icon thing
Ad
is
block.
green instead of yellow.
All that too.
So, that's how you get on. And I guess, thanks for watching. Not I guess. Thank you for watching. And be sure to like videos, subscribe, all the other stuff that most YouTubers do, but I don't ever think about.
Bye!
Later.